When I found out that I was valedictorian, I was at home in Townsville. I had received a call from an unknown number and they left a message saying that they had news about my graduation, and so I was a bit stressed out. I returned the call very quickly, and when they told me, I was completely in shock. I remember I was sitting there and I just had tremors. I was just shaking. I felt a bit sick and a bit nervous. Yeah, it was all a bit much, but good. It was good. So my favourite thing about the clinical exercise physiology program would probably be the vast majority of experiences that we get throughout the program. So we don't just learn the theory behind it, we also have the practical side. You don't just focus on cardiac, it's cardiac and musculoskeletal, and you also get renal and mental health. So you get exposed to so many different avenues, and so by the end of your degree, you've almost got too many options. But it was amazing to kind of open your eyes to see where you could take this career. I was able to do 3 placements throughout my degree. The first one was a healthy populations placement, and I was lucky enough to go over to the Maldives for 3 weeks, and I worked with a mixture of kids and also athletes and adult women, teaching them how to swim. I found that was a mind-blowing experience. My second placement was a cardiac and metabolic placement. It was clinical, so it was conducted in 4th year, and I was there for 6 weeks at UQ Healthy Living. That was a really good experience because they really threw you in the deep end. From day 2, you were the clinician. It really gave you a first-hand experience as to what a career would be like. And then my third and final placement, then I moved across to a place called BodyTrack Exercise Physiology, where I was more focused on musculoskeletal and neurological populations. So after first year, I decided to do a summer research scholarship. A summer or a winter research scholarship is when you come along to uni in your summer or winter break and you undertake 10 weeks of assisting a researcher with their research projects. I did the summer research scholarship in a cardiac population and loved it, and yeah, never looked back. Luckily, after I finished one of my summer research scholarships, the researcher on the project asked me to stay on in a paid position. So I took it up really quickly because I definitely wasn't gonna give up that opportunity. And so I've been working on the project for almost 2 years now. We work with cancer survivors and just helping to see if partnering them with a buddy increases their ability to maintain exercise in the long term, because it's really important for their health outcomes after the cancer treatment. So what we do is HIIT, so high intensity interval training on a stationary bike. So we do 4 weeks of supervised sessions, and then we throw them out into the real world, and then they continue on with the training at a gym. My role in the project was to run the supervised sessions. I would also bring them back in every so often to do testing. So we would check their fitness, various health markers, mental health as well, take some bloods and some body composition measurements just to see how their health had changed, and also to see obviously if they had been adhering to the exercise. So my honours project was in, again, oncological populations. So I was looking at whether exercise had been maintained at least 6 months following the end of a supervised program. So my honours project was a systematic review. So I looked at a variety of studies and tried to compile the evidence and just see if they had adhered and maintained that exercise in the long term or whether they hadn't. And unfortunately, the research has shown that at about 6 months, there aren't many people maintaining that exercise which they had taken up in the supervised phase. So it's something which I'm hoping we can get across to clinicians and also researchers to make sure that in the long term, they're looking to employ these strategies so that cancer patients can maintain that exercise and really keep up the health benefits. One piece of advice that I would give to any student who is starting at UQ is to take up as many experiences as you can. So UQ provides a range of experiences. It doesn't have to be research if that's not what you're into. There's always something to do at UQ. You just have to find your niche and there'll be something for you to get into.